Let me ask you a hard question. If you constantly feel behind in your homeschool, are you actually behind? Because here's the brutal truth. Not every homeschool mom who feels behind is actually behind, but some are. And if we're honest, one of the worst things we can do is pretend those are the same thing. Because a hard season and a neglected homeschool are not the same thing. One needs compassion, the other needs correction. And if you can learn to tell the difference, it can change everything. If you're new here, my name is Wendy, and I'm a homeschooling mom of 6, and I've been homeschooling for over a decade. I've had years where everything felt smooth and organized, and I've had seasons where I genuinely felt like everything was falling apart. Behind in math, behind in reading, behind in curriculum, behind compared to everyone else. But over time, I realized something important. Feeling behind and actually being behind are not always the same thing. Sometimes homeschool moms carry guilt they were never meant to carry. But sometimes what we call grace is actually avoidance. And if we're going to homeschool well, we need the wisdom to know the difference. So let's talk about 3 truths that explain why so many homeschool moms feel behind. A lot of homeschool moms think they're behind because they're comparing their homeschool to the school system. Think about how traditional schools operate. They have pacing guides, they have rigid calendars, they have standardized benchmarks for exactly what children should know by a certain date. Teachers are often told what page they should be on in October, what unit they should finish by January, and what tests students will take in the spring. But homeschooling was never meant to function exactly like that. Homes don't operate like institutions. Homes have babies, homes have sicknesses, homes have interruptions, homes have real life. And children don't always learn in a perfectly scheduled blocks of time. Sometimes learning moves quickly, sometimes it slows down, sometimes a child suddenly grasps something months later that once seemed impossible. So sometimes when a homeschool mom feels behind, she's not actually behind. She's simply expecting her homeschool to operate like a classroom. But homeschooling is not classroom replication, it's education within a family. And if creating rhythms at home feels hard right now, I actually put together a free training that walks through 5 tiny habits that can help a home feel more peaceful, even during busy homeschool seasons. I'll have it linked in the description if you want to check that out. But that's only one side of the story, because sometimes the feeling of being behind actually comes from something else. This is the part that's harder to talk about. Sometimes the homeschool hasn't slowed down because of a hard season. Sometimes it's slowed down because the homeschool has lost structure. Maybe curriculum gets switched every couple months. Maybe weeks pass without consistent schooling. Maybe the plan keeps changing because the next method or philosophy sounds better. Maybe we spend more time researching homeschooling than actually doing it. And slowly, without meaning to, the homeschool drifts. And I say this gently because many of us have been there. I've had seasons where I realized I had spent weeks reorganizing, researching, planning, but very little teaching had actually happened. That's not because homeschool moms are lazy. It's usually because we're overwhelmed or discouraged or unsure of what direction to go. But eventually, every homeschool needs leadership again, because grace covers hard seasons, but stewardship still requires direction. And that leads to the 3rd truth that many homeschool moms struggle with. Ironically, one of the fastest ways to fall behind is trying to do everything. Many homeschool moms start the year with incredible intentions: math, language arts, science, history, handwriting, spelling, art, music, typing, foreign language, co-op, field trips, projects, clubs, and suddenly the homeschool day requires 6 or 7 hours of perfect cooperation from multiple children just to finish everything. But real life rarely works that way. Someone gets tired, someone struggles with math, the toddler needs attention, the baby wakes up, and before you know it, the plan becomes impossible to sustain. The problem often isn't laziness, it's overload. Children do better with consistent progress in the basics than with a schedule that collapses under its own weight, which leads to the most important question that every homeschool mom eventually has to ask. When you feel behind, ask yourself this: am I in a hard season, or has my homeschool lost direction? Those are 2 very different situations. A hard season needs grace. A homeschool that has drifted needs a leadership. And sometimes the most loving thing you can do for your family is pause, simplify, and rebuild a steady rhythm. Not perfection, just consistency. Small steps forward, day after day. One of the things that's helped me most was learning how to step back and look at the bigger picture of our homeschool year, not just the chaos of one difficult day. Because one hard day does not define your homeschool. Even one hard month doesn't define it. What matters most is the overall direction. That's actually one of the reasons I created the Plan, Prep, Pray Planner, because I realize homeschool moms don't just need daily to-do lists. They need a way to see their homeschool year clearly so they can plan intentionally and stop feeling like every single day determines success or failure. When you can see the big picture, something powerful happens. You stop reacting and you start leading. So if you've been feeling behind in your homeschool, I want you to hear this clearly. You may not actually be behind. You might just be comparing your homeschool to the wrong standard, or you might be in a genuinely difficult season, and that deserves grace. But if you realize that your homeschool has drifted, that's not the end of the story either. It just means it's time to reset, to simplify, to rebuild consistency. Homeschooling is not about perfect days. It's about faithful direction over time. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you feel like you're in a hard season right now? Or do you feel like your homeschool might just need a reset? I'll see you in the comments.